We've seen how we can add shapes to our charts to try and diversify what they're saying, but we can also add text boxes so that we can add messages to a chart, which might make it more explanatory to people. So in order to add a text box, we need the chart activated, as we have here, which is our 3 charts file. Then we want the Chart Tools Format ribbon, and then in the Insert Shapes dialog options, there is a text box. It's here at the top. In fact, you don't need to expand the options. If I close that back in, it's the top left-hand one there, text box. So one click activates your cursor into a text box. You then come into your chart, click and drag, and that creates a transparent text box into which you can type whatever you want. This is the data for my sales information. Now, should you need to format any of the text within the box, you can simply highlight that text if you want all of it formatting, and you can see the little quick formatter pops up. So I may wish to make that bold, center aligned, maybe even go a little bit bigger, potentially change the color. And then the box can be resized to fit and moved to wherever you feel most appropriate on the chart. So it's a simple text box, just an object that can be moved, resized, you type a bit more in, and placed wherever you feel fit. And that's the case for any of your chart types, bar, line, or pie. We may wish to add one to our pie, for example. So click, Format, Insert Text Box, click and drag. The yellow slice is the Western numbers I referred to in my report. Highlight the text you want to format. We could use the pop-up bar again, or we can use the Home ribbon's formatting options. Center align. Notice how it runs outside the text box. I may wish to just resize that slightly so that I can see all the text. So that's fairly straightforward. Now, one step a little bit on from there would be to create a dynamic text box. So one that actually reads some text from your data sheet. So my pie is getting its information from the area summary. If I then wish to add in labels for each of my regions, I could perhaps add a personal or a professional comment. North, doing well. South, struggling. East, this region is great. And West, excellent work. Keep it up. So I've been able to add some text in here, and the idea would be to then create text boxes on my pie chart over here, one for each of those 4 labels, and then for those text boxes to go and select the data that is in those cells. And if we change the labels, the text boxes on the pie chart respond. So let's delete this particular text box because we don't need it. Then I want to insert another. So it's Chart Tools Format, Insert Text Box. I want to place a little text box over here that will write in the values I've typed in the label for the yellow box. So to do that, I need to link this text box to that cell. So I'm in the text box. I then actually click into the formula bar, type in equals. Then I can navigate to the correct sheet and the correct label. We'll go with North. And you can see in the formula bar there, it's saying we need the contents of the area summary sheet, D2. Now the trick is now not to click back, otherwise it will select the wrong thing. I need to press return for it to accept that value. So that's doing well. And that was the North, so really I ought to move that text box perhaps inside the color. And then I can resize. So if I want to format, I can still format, but because there's a formula in here, what I need to do is select the text box, and then I can use the formatting options on the Home ribbon. So center align, and possibly change that to white so I can see it on the blue. When I click away, I can see my text in the text box, but not the actual border. The borders are invisible, which means I can place them where I see fit and then click away. So I want to do another format, label. Let's place it over here and then move it like we did before. I'm in the text box. I go into the formula bar, equals, to the correct sheet, to the correct cell, return. And then I can move struggling, which was the south. South is orange, across to the orange region. Just resize the box just so it fits inside the orange area, because there might be more text in a moment or less. Then select the border, center align, And let's change the same text color so that we're consistent. One more. Notice how I now have drawing tools format, so I need to make sure I click on the chart. Format, text box, equals. Watch that mistake there. In the formula bar, then equals. If you do it in here, you'll just get the text equals. Then we're on to the east. Return. Move that one into the east, which is the grey box. Again, select to center align and change the text to white. And then we're on the last one. Click on the chart, format, text box, formula bar, equals, error summary. Excellent work. Return. Move that into the west. And again, let's center align and change the text to white. However, on the yellow, the white doesn't show up very well, so let's go for darker grey. Ooh, even worse. What about black? Perfect. So these text boxes are text boxes and we're able to format them. However, they hold the formula by clicking in the formula bar and linking to the appropriate field. So that now in our area summary, if we change the labels, very, very bad news, quite good. This is still the best region. Excellent work, keep it up. Go, go, go. And then go back to my pie chart. The values within each of my text boxes have then been changed because they're now linked to the values in that sheet. So we have the ability to add straightforward plain text boxes. Here, very useful for annotating charts. We can format the text within those text boxes. We also have the ability to add linked text boxes that are linked to values in other cells. That way, you can dynamically change what is being displayed in a particular text box.